Today's devotional comes from 1 John chapter 1, verse 5. This is the message we have heard from him and proclaim to you, that God is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
Recently, we have been discussing the sovereignty of God. By this, we are affirming that nothing is outside of his control. He is the supreme head over all that he has made. Perhaps the simplest verse that captures this is Psalm 115, verse 3. Our God is in the heavens. He does all that he pleases. When we say that he is sovereign over all, we are saying much more than that. If God is sovereign, God must be omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. To say it another way, if nothing is outside of God's control, he must, by necessity, be present everywhere. He must also, by necessity, have the power to do all that he chooses to do. And he must have complete knowledge of all things. If God is sovereign, then all of those things must be true at the same time. However, if we think about it, embracing God's sovereignty is not necessarily comforting unless we know something else about God. What if God was sovereign, that is, he had the power and authority to do whatever he pleased, but was not compassionate or faithful? Where would that leave us? We could not trust him to do what was good. We could not trust him to keep his promises, even though he had the power to do so. Or consider another scenario. What if God was sovereign, compassionate, and faithful, but was fickle? What if he was not always compassionate? What if he was not always faithful? For us to trust God and be at peace, no matter what our circumstances, we must know that God is always the same. We must know that he never changes. He is all that the Bible says he is. Always, always. And that is what the Bible teaches. This is referred to as the simplicity of God. God cannot be broken up into parts. We err if we focus on one of the attributes of God to the exclusion of other attributes of God. God is both compassionate and just at the same time. An illustration might be helpful. Sunlight can be broken up by a prism into different wavelengths, giving us a rainbow pattern. You may speak of the different colors of the rainbow, but the individual colors are not the whole. They are not everything. They are just a piece of the whole. In the same way, when we speak of the essence of God, of who he is, we must speak of him as one. He was always loving, always just, and sovereign at the same time. He never changes. We can trust him. I close with the verse that was read at the beginning. This is the message we have heard from him and proclaimed to you. God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all.